Right, I think we should be live now. So, Ed, hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right, yeah. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Trying to dodge the rain today. It has been coming down hard.
It feels like November out there. It's
It definitely does.
I'm looking at very grey skies.
Yeah, I've closed the blind because it was just too grey. I didn't want to look at it.
It's not happening. Well, in that case, it seems the perfect time to jump into some quite summery beverages.
Very summery beverages. I'm sure the sun will come back next week.
Yes, I'm counting on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we get in?
So
we get stuck into some kombucha.
Yeah, let's do it.
That will lift our spirits. Here we go. I feel like I'm getting better at this.
Yeah, I still don't know where my camera is. But... so do you know what a Jun-Kombucha is?
Sorry?
Do you know what Jun-Kombucha is?
Is this to do with what kind of sugar they're fermenting with?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk me through it.
So it's sort of considered the champagne of kombucha. Normally, so for your classic kombuchas, it's made with raw sugar, whereas Nunc use honey. So it gives it sort of less of a vinegary taste as you get your classic kombuchas. So it's very easy going. It's nice and clear.
My glass is clearly not very clean. There's so many bubbles on the side of that. Classic.
Fresh out the dishwasher.
The smell is fantastic.
Yeah. So you can smell it.
Yeah.
Definitely coming through with the honey. Nice and sweet on the nose.
We've got a beekeeper's box then this month.
Absolutely. Lots of honey inspired drinks. Yeah, absolutely. So what do you reckon on this one?
Ooh. Yeah, this is my first time tasting this one. So this is the seasonal special, isn't it, with the mango?
This is absolutely, Nunc's first seasonal special. So we've got a few more, 3 others of their flavours that we have, all year round, I suppose. And this is the one that came out for the summer.
I love this. It's not what I was expecting at all. I think usually when you're thinking of mango, you expect something to be quite thick and really juicy and intense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that this is a lot more complex than just a fruity mango drink, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. And it's just so, for me, so like clear, if you know what I mean. Clear and clean.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like for me, this would be a good drink for a wine occasion.
And absolutely.
I don't always say that about kombucha, especially when they've got fruit flavors, because I think often they're a bit too kind of just not right for that occasion. They're more kind of like, a cold, refreshing, fruity, fruit-forward thing. And I love it when they're more in this vein. Like, I would absolutely have this with a meal or like of an evening and take my time over it.
Yeah, certainly. And I think it is, you got absolutely bang on there. It can be enjoyed in so many different ways. Like I say, kombucha traditionally sitting in the sun, some of the boxes, but no, I think this is way more versatile. Yeah,
and this, like you said, like the acidity isn't so high, but it's still there, and the sweetness is it's a much rounder sweetness. It sounds really daft, but
it doesn't taste false. So you don't get like the super sweet initial punch. It sort of just lingers throughout, quite a mellow sweetness.
I really love. So I've been buying loads of mangoes recently because not that long ago it was Indian mango season, and always if I'm with my family, we'll have loads of Alfonso mangoes. And I was really missing the fact that I wasn't with them. So I ordered like 6 boxes of mangoes online, and I've been eating so much. And I've noticed something about it that I've never really paid attention to before, which is this really kind of buttery thing that you get with mango.
Oh, yeah.
I've never really picked up on. And I feel like this kind of captures that as well. Like,
yeah, absolutely. No, mango is certainly one of my favorite foods. Having drinks just goes so well.
Oh, I'm absolutely going to pop that back in the fridge and enjoy that this evening.
That later on.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so we're moving on to the next one.
Yeah, so we're going for, I'm so excited about this. We're going for the Bemuse.
Yeah, got some Bemuse.
So I'm a massive Mead fan.
Yeah.
I hosted a Mead festival a few years ago when I worked at a brewery. We were talking about events and I was like, Mead, like everyone just really needs to get on board with Mead. And we imported loads of crazy Mead from America.
Wow.
And one guy even brought his own drinking horn to drink it. He was
to the cause there.
But this is one of the most exciting things that anyone has ever posted me. Like that I can have alcohol-free Mead.
Yeah, you know, we've needed a Mead for such a long time now, and it's been due, but thankfully the guys at Bemuse have done it. Fantastic. So I know was in Chateau, was it William Cavalier Gills used to work for Ashford Cider, so he was 8th generation cider and cider vinegar maker, so he knows his stuff.
Vinegar people are always good at drinks. I feel like that's just a fact. I absolutely love this. You really get that honey flavor, but it's not overly sweet. You actually get like the full complexity of that honey. Yeah,
definitely. It comes off sweet, but it's sort of lingers, and then there's definitely a dryness to it.
Yeah,
it's drier than I was expecting.
Yeah, I really love how bright, like how lively that carbonation is as well. It's really delicate. Sorry to be this person, but like it really kind of dances across your tongue. Like it's just lovely.
It really does. No, it really does. It's very nicely carbonated. So it hits the back of the tongue as well as gets to the front too. I really like that. And I
love that they're playing with with hops and herbs to kind of. I think it's a really smart way of balancing the honey sweetness with those more savoury kind of herbaceous elements. It's brilliant. I'm so into it.
Have you tried the other flavours?
I've had all of them. I've had them all, and I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
You had Gosnell's Mead?
No, I haven't.
So I feel like I think historically there's been a lot of like overly sweet mead, really kind of thick, syrupy. And then when Gosnell's opened, I can't remember what percentages it is. I don't think it's too strong, but I feel like they kind of came into the market with quite a delicate flavour mead that was a bit of a game changer. And I feel like this really kind of falls in line with that and does a really great job of providing that without the booze. So I'm absolutely mad for it.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So the heather honey as well. So that's only found on the coast of Scotland and in the UK. So nice local natural ingredients. They also do a lot to support the welfare of bees and the environment. So
yeah,
can't go wrong with that. We need the bees. Save the bees.
We need the bees. We absolutely do. Yeah, I love it, and I really love the branding as well. Like I love the texture of the labels. I love that it has this kind of. It's got like quite a heritage feel to it. I just think they've nailed it as an entire product. I just think they've done a great job.
No, I do like the artwork. Yeah, I was looking at the website earlier, and there's some good artwork on there as well.
Oh, yeah. This was one of the most exciting things that's happened to me in a long time. I'm really like hearing more.
So you definitely got through that quite quick.
I'm going to savour the rest this evening. This is what always happens. We crack all these drinks, and I spend the rest of my night just supping things. Do you know what? I've done it again. I haven't put up the little banners.
Oh, you're going to have to smash
Sorry, Jeremy. Right, we're going to go Keeprs next. Yes. You've got something slightly different, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got Keeprs. I've got highballs. So there's a select few that have got this absolute banger. They're both really, really tasty. We'll give you a few little tasting notes and see what the difference is, shall we?
Yeah.
So, I know Keeprs is still honey.
Yeah, so Keeprs are also bee people.
Also bee people. People of the air.
Oh, okay. That's interesting because yeah, okay, I'm into this as well. I feel like there's a really nice sort of soft, slightly musky spice on the back of that. I sometimes get a little bit bored of G&T that's too far down the citrus route. And I feel like with this, you do still get that kind of honey thing, that little sweetness, but then you've got like cardamom in there as well. So you've got that kind of floral spice, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. No, I can be all over that. The highball is very good, if I get it on the camera. So it's not like your classic London dry. It's more sort of like the new world with the gin revolution, where it's sort of more botanical. There's quite a lot of juniper in there. You certainly get like a big hit of quinine. So it's really good, really tasty.
Nice. I've had a few things from Highball that I've really enjoyed. But yeah, they recommend with this to garnish with lime and ginger. I feel like that would be excellent. Yeah. I should have got some.
We do need to work on the garnishes.
The overall presentation, I think, needs to work.
But yeah, absolutely. This is, again, it's perfect replacement for a G&T. It tastes just like a gin and tonic. So ready made, so you can put it out the fridge, crack it open, and away you go.
Yeah. Yeah, this is ideal. I can imagine, like, yeah, I would drink this at a ton of occasions, actually.
Yeah. No,
I like the artwork as well. I love the little, like, the kind of watercolor botanicals around there. Just very cute.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think they are also, I'm pretty sure these guys also either keep bees or support charities that are about conservation.
Definitely, yeah. Support the bees.
We should have given the box a more bee-related title.
Yeah, we should fist bump anyway.
Right.
So, go on to the next one.
Are we B? Are we up to B?
I think we are.
We are. We're up to Laine. Brewing.
So I'm hiding everything out of the way. Yes, so we got Laine Brewery, King Limbo, based in the east. They started as a brew pub and they've just grown and grown. They've got their own brewery as well as Brew in two of their brew pubs. We also had this on draft at the Wise Fest, and it went down really well. It was probably one of the best selling beers, and it tasted fantastic.
There's just nothing like getting alcohol-free beer on draft.
I know, yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It just makes you feel so much a part of things.
Yeah, definitely. I say, I don't think quite get the colour there.
Yeah, it's quite a nice golden colour. I feel like it doesn't show up great on here.
Yeah, I think the glass isn't doing it justice. But yeah, it's a very nice golden colour.
Oh, it's really soft.
Really soft. It's definitely got a bit of a fruity punch to start with.
I really like the texture of it.
Yeah, great mouthfeel. He said it was even better on draft, and here we are drinking a bottle. He's still loving it, so
yeah,
it is good. It's definitely got a bit of sweet passion fruit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got that kind of soft tropical thing going on. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'd say a touch of smoky malts as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm into that. This is the first time I've tried it. Have they got other beers in the range as well?
Not at the minute, but we have spoken to them and they were going to do a few more. They've got them in the pipeline, so brilliant. I'm sure after a good bit of feedback, they'll do a few more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm very keen to find out what they do next.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got it's not super harsh on the bitterness either, but it's just got that nice little finish. It just kind of lasts as well. I'm really into that.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not the hugest fan of the biggest, strong bitterness on the end of like beers. They need to balance it out well, and quite a lot of the alcohol-free do have really bitter finishes. But I think this is perfect. It's like a big fruity punch to start with, sort of blends in with the bitterness, brings it out, draws out the flavour for a long time in the mouth. So,
yeah,
tasty.
I can still taste it now, and I had a sip
a
while ago. Yeah, I'm into that. Nice. I like the branding as well. Everyone's got such good branding.
Yeah, they're working on it, aren't they? They know what they're doing.
Okay, on to Good Karma.
Next one. It's another one with good branding. I love this.
So happy.
Yeah, I say love that feeling.
No, yeah, I love it already. So I have had this before. I need to. Which glass am I going to go for? Always end up having to put the dishwasher on after these.
Yeah, definitely.
Get through all my glasses.
Definitely. So this one's a bit lighter. It is Hefeweizen, so obviously wheat beer. Oh, I like your glass. Make it a glass. So definitely getting a big punch of coconut one. Don't you?
I think with wheat beer, I always get like, the foam banana sweets. I always get that kind of thing from the yeast ester, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's definitely good notes of banana in there. I say all good wheat beers do. But it comes in, but it's not too banana-y for too long. I think
no.
I don't know. I think there's definitely coconut always just screams out at me in this one, and it's not necessarily, very strong, but I think it's just like tropically, if you know what I mean, without being the pineapple side. Yeah.
It's got a really nice mouthfeel as well. I think like wheat styles in general lend themselves well, I think, to alcohol-free. It just tends to translate quite well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. No, I think you're bang on that one. Yeah, this one is another company that supports the environment.
Yeah, so Steve is just all about lovely, good things. He's one of the happiest and nicest people I think I've ever met. And yeah, he's always just kind of encouraging people to be kind and to be nice. And does lots of lovely things. Like, I think he was recently getting a yoga teacher to do some online yoga classes for fans of Good Karma beer, which was really cute.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah, he does lots of lovely things, and yeah, I think he's just got such a good mind for beers and recipes.
Yeah, absolutely. So they've got a few others in the range that they're all really good. So I'm sure we will be seeing more in the future.
Absolutely. I'm actually waiting for some samples of something else from him, but I think whichever courier it was awesome, but I think they're just drinking them at the depot. They know when they're coming.
Trouble with couriers.
Oh, the unending nightmare.
So, you didn't do the thing for the banner. I apologise.
Oh, Anja. Maybe you should be in charge of the banners.
Do it next time.
Oh dear. I'll leave that there for a little moment.
Yeah.
Shake up my Nonsuch.
So we're on to Nonsuch.
It's time.
It's time. Yeah, I did, because I had not tried this one until earlier on today. And so I tried a little bit straight, and I was blown away. It was so tasty. So I'm really looking forward to actually making a drink with it. Doing a long one, doing it properly.
First of all, I'd like to appreciate how much gold there is on the label, because love me some gold. I'm going to try it just on its own first, because I haven't.
Yeah,
yet.
I would. just like I say, I always like to just have a little bit straight just to see what it's all about. And then from there, you can get a good idea what mixer you want, what you're going to do with it.
Oh, oh my God. That's delicious.
Yeah, it's just, I did not expect it to just go pow, slap in the chops. Do you know what I mean?
It's very intense, isn't it? It's really sort of like quite a marmalade-y citrus character.
Yeah, definitely.
Lovely.
Yeah, we got 4 parts Nonsuch. No, 1 part Nonsuch to 4 parts sparkling water.
Ooh. Yeah, that's lovely.
Ooh. So this is more like it. This really looks juicy.
It does. I feel like, you know, when people have like mimosas at brunch.
Yeah.
This would be the one.
This would be the one.
Ooh. I'm going to get a bit more in there. I think I've diluted it a little bit too much. To be honest, I can't just drink it neat. It's so tasty.
Just drink it neat. It's so tasty. Okay, a bit more. So obviously this one is blood orange and bitter lemons. And you can definitely get a good punch of blood orange and certainly a large amount of bitter lemons.
Yeah. Oof. Oh yeah, I absolutely love that. I don't know what else I can say about it. I'm just really into it.
Yeah, no, it's so good. I say it's real sweet, but there's a real, you know, bittersweetness to it. So
yeah. It is that quite sort of jammy citrus kind of character. That's lovely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gosh.
No, I did see on their website as well. They've got loads of different cocktail ideas, and they're quite versatile. So you can get a lot of ideas with it. I'm sure it'd be a good mixer with many of the other alcohol-free stuff we do as well. So look forward to experimenting and creating some cocktails.
I don't know if it would be like total sacrilege, but I feel like come winter, if you want something mulled, like I could imagine that being, if you were having a little like alcohol-free mulled wine situation, I feel like that could be a really good addition.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're right on that one.
It would be good in a lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mostly my face.
So juicy.
I feel like this is the first time I've been awake today. Right. So are we going to do a little bit of a... Oh, Banner, you're quite right.
There we go. Before we get on to the next one, we better give them some time, won't we?
Oh dear. So we're going to do a bit of... we'll taste the next 2 individually and then we'll mix them together.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep drinking this Nonsuch because it's really tasty.
Yeah, I don't want to move on yet.
But I will move on now. So yeah, absolutely. What should we go with first?
I think the ish.
I think you're right. So we've got Chateau Delish. They are based in Denmark, but the grapes are from France. So does that make it a French wine? It's a Pinot Blanc and Sylvaner grape. I probably said that wrong.
I think that was right.
You see, nice and white, nice and clear. Got bubbles on there. Again, magnifying it. I don't think I've got it. I just can't hold it from the camera. Is it definitely winey?
I feel like my sense of smell is like a bit off. I keep getting a really sulfury thing off everything. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, not these ones. Yeah, I don't know.
Today, mine's just like sulfur.
No, I don't get sulfur. I'll tell you that.
I think it's just me.
So this was what would you say, a bit citrusy, not a huge amount. Definitely a bit of green apple in there. Pear and peach as well, I'd say. But I think, yeah, it comes through in the taste as well. All those.
Yeah, I would agree. I had this on a tasting. I can't remember what box we did a couple of months ago, but we had it in there and it was really great. I remember doing it.
I say it's really good, really tasty. We really don't have very many sparkling wines in a can, so I think they're on their own there. So if you know, take it for a picnic, have it wherever you want. You can still have it with dinner.
You can be like the train people, but with your fancy can of sparkling wine.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also it's a bit gassy. I'm drinking these too fast. So it's also low sugar and vegan. Good bit of dryness to it as well. You definitely get some tannins on the chops. Yeah,
definitely. Like I wouldn't want to rush through it. It's not like I'm just gonna neck a can of it. Like I'd take my time over it.
Yeah, it's definitely a saver drink. Enjoy it.
I feel like that's kind of how I measure stuff as well, like as to whether it's like where it fits. If it's something that I'm like, oh, I'd take my time over that, that's a bit of a slow sipper. I'm like, right, that's a grown-up drink.
Yeah, definitely.
All of these fall into that.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right.
Right. Now, this is one of my favourite drinks of all time.
Is it?
I'm an absolute monster for Crodino, and there was a time when I could never find it anywhere, and I'm starting to see it more and more at the moment.
Yeah, well, we've got it now. I said I've definitely seen it more and more. Can you believe it's been going since 1964?
Oh, such a classic.
Such a classic. So it is quite orange in colour.
It's very orange.
It's very orange. Again, it's sweet on the initial sip, isn't it?
But then it's pretty heavy on the bitters.
But then it's pretty heavy. And
I like that it is just kind of coats your mouth really nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
Very intense beverage.
Yeah, very intense. So you don't get too many alcohol-free ones that are really, quite intense.
Mm.
More so now than you did say, last year. They're just getting, better and better. But I found certainly back in the day they were just a bit thin, but this is completely different. Nice and intense, good, strong. Yeah,
these kind of things I think are really great for like snacking. I feel like if you were going to sit in a square in outside a cafe in Italy somewhere, you'd have a nice spritz, you'd have some olives and a bit of bread, and you'd just have a nice snacking time. And these kind of, I love these as a little occasion with a snack. Shall we mix?
Yes. So what we can do is take the Chateau de Dish as well as the Crodino, and then we can put them together and make ourselves a nice Italian spritz. Now,
quantities.
That is exactly what I was going to say. So we did one earlier, and I did half and half, and I really enjoyed that. I suppose if you like it more bitter, have more Crodino. If you like it a bit, a bit more lighter, a bit sweeter, go for the bit more Chateau. So I'm probably going to go half and half like I did earlier.
I've gone half and half, and I think that works really well. obviously, if I was doing this properly, you want it over loads of ice, a big old wedge of orange in it.
Yeah, you need a big orange wheel in there, and I think that would just be fantastic.
That's a very happy situation there.
Yeah, certainly is, and it's such an easy little cocktail to make, and it's so tasty.
Yeah,
be wrong not to.
I feel like a spritz is always impressive as well, isn't it? Like if someone comes over and you present them with that, it's like, oh, we're having a nice time here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good adult crafted drinks, like well crafted. Fantastic. No, super nice. I said it, and I do like that the Chateau definitely sort of takes away a bit of the bitterness. So some people might be a bit too intense, but it takes it away, makes it nice and sweet, but it's still got a lovely, drawn out, lingering taste. So it's still on the tongue.
Yeah, I feel like you could drink more of those over time. Like whereas with just the Crodino on its own, I might have one before a meal, but I'm not going to just keep drinking these repeatedly because it's quite intense. But when you're mixing it, I feel like I could spend an entire evening sipping those quite happily.
That's it. Yeah, that's the evening drinks are weird. Yeah.
Oh, that's made me want a holiday, and I haven't got any plans.
Me neither, don't you worry.
Well, what were the standouts for you? I mean, honestly, I feel like I've enjoyed everything in there.
Oh, do you know what? They're really good. Do you know, I think the Nonsuch actually, because like I said, I've not tried that one before, and the first time I got it, it blew me away. But then again, the Bemuse was tasty because we haven't got like a Mead. You know, we haven't had one until now, and now we've finally got one, and it's so good at the same time.
Yeah.
So, King Limbo is such a good, tasty beer, but now we've had it on draft. I just think, I need it. I need it in more places as well as my place. And then, can't go wrong with the Chateau. So good. So
it's all pretty great, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you got a standout?
Well, I think the Crodino is something that has been like a favourite for a long time. But the Bemuse, for me, I'm just so thrilled that it exists. Like, it feels like such a blessing to have alcohol-free mead in our lives. And yeah, I mean, Good Karma, I'll always reach for Good Karma if I'm looking for a beer. And I'm excited to see what Laine do next. To say that's their first release, I think that's very promising. And that kombucha was really pleasantly surprised. Like, well, not surprising. Like, it stands out from other kombuchas, I think, because of the honey.
That's what I was going to say as well. That I think the mango one's probably my favourite out of all of the kombuchas we do. So, I mean, that's not bad going.
Yeah, that was really unexpected in the best of ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, I'm going to go and keep working my way through these. And cook some dinner. But if anyone watching is also interested in wine alternatives, if you have a little look on our website, you'll see a recent blog about the next wine subscription box. I think the last date to order, I want to say it's the 16th. So we'll go with that. And you can join us again next month as well for another one of these. And obviously we'll be sharing the videos so you can watch again and drink in your own time and listen to us babble on.
And we've been celebrating the end of celebrating the end of the Olympics. So for until 12 o'clock tonight, if you put Tokyo 2020 in the old computer, you get 10% off everything, that is. So if you want to buy more of these, or try some more of the previous Discovery box, or even have a look and see what else we've got on offer, then today's the best day to do it. Well, I did not know about that, and now I do. Now you do. I'm going to go and order some Bemuse. yeah, do it. I did see you put an order in after the last Discovery box we did, so I'll keep an eye out for the next one. Cool. Well, thanks as always. Lovely to see you. Yeah, thank you. And hope everyone has enjoyed. See you later. Ta-ra.